Theophile Leroux, a Paris policeman, warned his Jewish neighbors, the Lichtensteins, of the upcoming Ville de Vie roundup, and then, with his wife Madeline, hid them in their home for a week. To help them flee to the unoccupied zone in southern France, he took them to the train station, helped by a railroad employee. He also contacted his brother-in-law, Robert Cardot, who lived in the southern zone, and obtained false papers for the family. Chief of Police Angelos Evert of Athens, Greece, used his position to help save Jews from deportation. After the Germans occupied Athens in September 1943, Evert began issuing false ID cards to Jews in response to an appeal by Archbishop Damaskinos, whose Orthodox Greek Church provided false baptismal certificates. Many recipients of the life-saving documents were refugees from the Greek city of Salonika. In spring and summer 1943, the Germans deported more than 45,000 Jewish residents of Salonika to the east. Few members of this old Sephardic Jewish community survived. Maurice Lombard, a 15-year-old student in Paris, was arrested on June 9, 1942, by the French police for his show of solidarity with Jews and his protest against the German occupation. Many young people wore the fake stars as the call to protest spread by word of mouth in Paris's Latin Quarter. How long Lombard remained in police custody is not known. Jewish police assist SS during deportations from the Warsaw Ghetto, July through August 1942. Jewish policemen began to desert the ranks when they realized their service would not save their lives. After the war, Jewish honor courts tried some Jewish ghetto police on charges of collaboration. In 1946, the Warsaw Court found former ghetto policeman Zepsyl Rothluk guilty of collaboration in the deportations. He was banished from the Jewish community for 3 years. Police officer Erich Troke of Felsberg assisted a Jewish family during Kristallnacht. The Sigmund Weinsteins were among the Jews that a mob of local civilians drove into the streets while SA men ransacked their homes. The neighborhood was dark, as officials in the small town had doused the street lights to encourage the perpetrators. While on patrol, Officer Trope intercepted the procession and placed the Weinsteins under his protection. SS leader Heinrich Himmler meets trainees at Czarnki training camp near Lublin, Poland, July 19, 1942. These mostly non-German recruits helped liquidate ghettos as shown in Warsaw in 1943. They also served as camp guards. Many had volunteered for German service in order to escape the likely death in German-managed prisoner of war camps.
I think ethical leadership means following the spirit of the law when the circumstances don't necessarily work with the actual written words of the law. And that's a problem we all face in our lives, where we have a situation we were not trained to deal with by our parents or teachers or whatever. And so we have to kind of understand what is best in the society and try to go with that. I think one of the things that made Lincoln such a great president is he had so many terrible problems to have to live with and deal with, and somehow he found answers that endure past his time.
We've got a lot more to go, is the way I would say. We're a nation in progress.
You hope that people come to the Congress with an idea of being ethical, and that they have an agenda that is about ethics and morals in this country, and you hope that that doesn't change once they get here. Unfortunately, sometimes the politics gets involved in it, and things are different. That's what our country's about, is being able to have these freedoms to say whatever we want to say and to change things when they're not right. that that does happen, and that we have the ability to get elected to Congress and say, hey, we don't want that to be that way anymore. So I'm hoping it's going to change, but I sort of agree that things are going in that direction, and hopefully the light is going off with people and saying we have to change this.